Hey everyone, it's me, Patchton Bogat. Thank you for joining my channel. And here I am, and I'm here just to be at your service to help you to appreciate patience. Patience is virtue. We probably heard that phrase every now and then, but if it's your first time, do know this. It's something that has a lot of power behind it because patience, patience, patience. You need it in your own life when you deal with your girlfriend. You need it in your life when you're dealing with your boyfriend, vice versa, whatever have you. But it's just one of those things where patience is it's needed in life. Sometimes, I notice when I'm not being patient with myself, excuse me, my back hurt a little bit. I'm not being patient with myself. What ends up happening is I get really irritated. I get so irritated at myself for not even practicing patience because I know better. And that's what being aggravated does to people. When you're being impatient, you just become so upset at everything. The sun's on you and you're just upset. Why your mom's in your room cleaning it, even though she's helping you out. You're just so upset. You're just impatient with the person, with yourself, with the people around you, the people at your job, and the list just goes on. But patience is so important. Now, the reason why I feel it is a very good lesson to learn, especially being within the left hand path or just any path that you on, especially if it's an altered spirituality versus being in the main religion, because you don't have a holy book. Obviously, this is something that you may have to write down yourself, memorize it, and just keep it right here to your heart. That's your own scripture. That's your own verses that you have written down, and it will stand up to the test of time. And if it needs to be changed, to add some certain truth to it, then you're willing to do that. You're flexible. I'm flexible. You need to be flexible, right? So that's why, even when we think about just being flexible, you need to be even patient as you're being flexible. Because just think about it. Someone who doesn't like what I do could just end up tell me about how Jesus saved them and how they're tearing and then they're getting into it and I just and they're just getting really into it, and you need to be flexible at that moment because honestly speaking, um what comes first, especially for myself, is being um I won't say like a humanitarian, but my heart goes out for anyone. It's just like regardless of their background, you really want to help them out, and you want to be patient, because sometimes people like that, when they're under pressure, it's just like, they can't help themselves. It's like they could be one of those individuals where they could be proselytizing at the same time. You see what I'm trying to say by being patient? But if those tears are falling out of their crocodile tears or not, it's one of those things where, hey, you might as well practice patience as you do that, right? But the reason why that patience is also important, it's not just dealing with others and our own issues, our own idiocracies, and excuse me, and all that other stuff. But more importantly, what's very important is that if we use patience in regards to our magic, see, that's very important. Because if we actually use patience in our magic, things will bode very well for you and I. And the reason why I say that is that I remember when I first started out in the left hand path, what ended up happening was that was one of the major steps that I had to undertake. In fact, it was one of those things that I have to tell you, honestly, um, Satan had to kick my ass for that. There is no way around that. And it was a very powerful lesson. Of course, not physically, but he had to kick my ass nonetheless. And the reason being is that I was very bratty, And what I mean bratty is that I was definitely bugging him about it. And I was telling, yeah, that's right, guys. You're looking at my video, and I'm telling you, I was one of those. I went to Satan, and I was just very bratty, and I was just like, why do I have to wait? Why are you telling me to wait? And I kid you not, it was every single day on the minute. And I remember when Satan corrected me. He just simply said, "You know what?" Well, he didn't say "you know what" to me, because you know what happens when someone says "you know what." That by itself knows you're in it. Something's gonna happen to you. Something's gonna take place. But no, he didn't say that. But what he did do is that he put my manifestation right in front of me, so to speak, and he just like, go for it. It just didn't work out, and I ended up, feeling hurt about it. I'm like, why would that? Why would you say something and not do it? And then he explained himself, and I was really shocked, because it was like, not only was that one of my first lessons that I've learned from Satan, that was like very, very major, friends. And I mean, this patience, it makes me who I am today. I mean, I'm 4 to 5 years going strong. That's right. 4, 5 years going strong and being patient. I'm not obsessed over it anymore. I'm not bugging him about it no more. I'm not worrying about a date, not worrying about a time, nothing. I'm just doing whatever it is I gotta do. It reminds me of the other video I produced, like about what, a good 10 minutes ago, about how you need to be creative. And one of the creative ways that I've done to occupy my time as I work toward that manifestation is do YouTube, speak with you guys. It's the path of my true will. I just want to educate people about Satan. Why? Well, because he treated me not just nicely, because it is the left hand path. So he has a way about him that it's tough love. Is like I put out most of the time, and I say that is because when you deal with that particular darkness, that dark mirror, he's gonna let you know with the utmost urgency that you need to surgically remove, you see, that blockage within yourself, so that you could be more better equipped to receive, to be in receptive mode. And that's something that I appreciate from Satan. But he done all that by dealing with my nonsense. And you know what? I know I'm not easy to love. I'm not easy to love. So that's why I appreciate that tough love that he always tends to show me when the time is appropriate. And that's another thing too that I was going to bring out in a different video about. In fact, I believe I already had, and that's why do demons punish us? You could look at that video as well. That one also helps you to appreciate that, first and foremost, they're not interested in hurting you, they're interested in teaching you, hence patience. So it's very integral, friends, because even with this manifestation, because it's a very big manifestation, that's why you're probably wondering, yeah, 4 or 5 years. I waited 4 or 5 years for it. Well, I'm waiting that long because of the fact that it's that big. It's something that you have to think realistically about. And a part of being pragmatic is that you need to be patient, because Satan was patient with me. I didn't get the point right away. And well, not most, but there's like certain things, like it took me like a very long time um, to get over and to really adjust my thinking. And then when I finally got it, Satan didn't go, well, duh. He didn't do any of that. He's patient with me, because they see outside of linear time, and they could look at you and I, and they know what we're capable of. So they would definitely know if you're actually serious about the left hand path or not. So it's just one of those things, like, even if you think like you're just gonna be in it just to get what you want, you're gonna find out the hard way, like that's not how things work. you know you're gonna find out the hard way. So make sure that your intentions are pure. And with that said, I don't want to continue to babble on, but if I were to close this video, be patient in all the things you do with your guardian. You know, if you feel as if it's tough for you, I think the best way you could do is you could probably, and I'm not pulling your leg. You could actually do online classes. You could do various stuff that you could do at home, even exercise. I do yoga when I can. I exercise, and I do a lot of that stuff to get my mind off of whatever is haunting me in my mind. Or you could go to source, meaning just go to Satan, go to your particular daemon, your patron that you work with, and see what they say, and have them assist you with being patient. Thanks, guys. I love you guys all. And as always, please subscribe to my channel if you're new. And also, please click that like button. It helps me out a lot. I love you all. And please check out my new videos. See ya.